Frank, it's not...
What? Go on, tell me. Do you think I'll believe some more of your lies, my loving wife? Tell me. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? You don't even know the meaning of the word, but you will, I promise you. You'll be sorrier than you've ever been in your life. Both of you.
I love her, and she loves me.
Love? I should kill you. What do you know about love?
Leave him!
Lust! Yeah, you both know about lust, don't you?
Frank!
Stop this! You could kill yourself!
What do you care? That's what you want, isn't it? Why? What have I done to make you hate me so much? You destroyed me once, I took you back, isn't that enough? Did you have to do it again?
You can't just blame Kim. We love each other.
Shut up!
Right, I'll say what has to be said. I love you. I'm sorry it had to happen like this, but he had to be told. We've got to sort this out.
Shut up! It just happened. David came on to me. I didn't want to, but he wouldn't stop. I didn't want to. It's the first time it happened, I swear to you. It won't happen again. I'm sorry, Frank.
Kim!
You disgust me.
What are you saying?
Surprised? That she'll ditch you to save herself? That's what she's good at.
This isn't the first time. Tell him. Tell him.
It wasn't me, it was him.
I want you out of here, out of my life. You've got 24 hours.
You can't do this to me. I'm carrying your baby.
No. It isn't his, it's mine. You told me it was mine.
You're nothing. You're just a bit of rough. That's my child and I want it. You can have the mother. I want you out of here now. You're finished. Get out of my house and off my land. If I see you again, I'll shoot you.
You're not still hungry, are you?
Oh, no, that was plenty. I couldn't eat another thing.
Well, I think I
Neither could Seth. It was lovely. Very nice.
You know, when me and Biff get a place of our own, we'll be able to invite you round, won't we?
Aye, candlelit suppers every night.
Marriage isn't all beer and skittles, you know. Everybody on the best behaviour all the time. There's a lot more to it than that.
We know. Come on.
No, I'm just saying, romance isn't everything, is it, Seth?
Well, I don't know.
You've got to live together. When times get tough, you can't run back to your mother every time you have a row or something goes wrong. Marriage is forever.
Yeah, well, we agree.
I give up.
Don't just sit there, get dressed.
Why did you deny it? Why didn't you tell him?
I said the first thing that came into my head. What does it matter?
It matters to me.
I can sort this out. I just need time to think.
You told me you and Frank were finished. You lied to me.
Don't be so stupid.
Everything we'd ever said, everything we'd ever done together, you've just thrown it away as if it was nothing. That's what it was to you, wasn't it? Hey, nothing.
He'll calm down. I know him. Come round, he always does.
What about me? How could you?
Look at me. Of course I lied. I had to. Everything I've ever done, I've done for us. What did you expect? A fairy tale ending? Walking into the sunset holding hands? Sorry, David. Time to grow up.
Could get married.
Fine time for a proposal. Sorry, David.
I've given you everything.
Well, in your case, everything doesn't amount to an awful lot. Can't you see? I can't just walk out on all this without a fight. I leave when I decide it's the right time to leave. Now, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but that's how it's got to be.
You'd no intention of leaving Frank, had you?
You'd better leave. If he comes back and still finds you here, he probably will shoot you.
Not leaving without you.
Look, go to your parents' house. I'll ring you there.
Poor lad. He was running about waiting on his hand and foot. You'd have thought they'd have been married for 20 years.
Oh, it sounds great. Vic's never lifted a finger since he stumbled out the registry office.
I do. I wash up.
You? Wash up? You'd need a map to find the sink.
Well, I think they did very well, really.
That fish pie was nice.
It was frozen pastry, Seth. Takes about as long to make the real thing as it does to open the packet. Oh, hello. We were just talking about you. We were saying what a lovely meal you made us. I'll get you a drink.
Come on, we'd better go.
Hey?
Spend some time with the kids, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't look too happy about it.
Are they all right?
Oh, they're fine, thanks, Seth. Kelly thinks we're responsible for destroying the planet, and Scott shows every sign of becoming a hitman. Other than that, they're fine. Come on.
Don't go in. Come with me.
Just go, will you?
You don't love me, do you?
This isn't the time. Frank,
Were you already sleeping with Dave then?
don't do this.
Tell me, did you have it all planned before we got married again? Or did you just fall out of love with me later?
I didn't plan anything.
When I heard about you and Dave, I didn't want to believe it. I even employed a private investigator to watch you. I think I really hoped he wouldn't find anything. But he did. You must have thought me incredibly stupid.
I've never thought that.
I bet you and Dave had a good laugh. Old Frank lying in his hospital bed while his loving wife's in bed with the hired help.
It wasn't like that.
Oh, yes, it was. I know everything you were doing. Every sordid little detail.
Just give me the chance to make it up to you. I'll do anything. You do still love me, don't you, Frank?
Yes, I still love you, Kim. Just as much as you love me.
Right, time you're in bed, old cocker.
Why?
Work to do tomorrow. Get a new cover on the tunnel.
Got school.
Before you go to school.
And I'm supposed to work again for naught then, do I?
You'll get paid when I can afford it, not before. You can do your bit, so much rest at family.
It's slavery, Dad. Kelly gets paid when she works in shop.
You're not Kelly. Go on, bed.
I've had enough of this.
Don't be so hard on him, Ned.
If my dad had have asked me to help him, I'd have done it, no arguments.
It's a different world these days, love.
Listen, if we don't get the tunnel up and running, if we miss the boat, we're going to have nothing to sell in the spring.
I know that, but don't take it out on Roy.
We've hardly enough cash to grow out anyway.
What if I got some more hours in the wool pack?
Oh, come on, Jan, we'd never see each other. You wouldn't mind?
Of course I wouldn't. We're family, remember?
Well, can you explain that to our Roy?
Frank! David's nothing to me. Don't leave me. I'm carrying your baby.
Come on! Faster! Faster! Harder! Harder!
Come on, Dad.
Left! Right! Left! Right! Oh, hang on, have a break!
This is when you've got to work. Break.
She's good, isn't she?
Come out with the sound.
I could watch her all night.
I bet you could.
Give us a minute.
OK, 1 minute exactly. Starting now.
Oh, you lot still at it. Don't you know what time it is?
Time means nothing when you're in training.
Well, you've missed the wool pack.
Well, have we?
It's 10 to 11, Dad.
Oh, no!
You shouldn't be drinking anyway. You'll never be fit.
Young lady, I used to train on 10 pints a night.
Yeah, well, there were a lot of things you used to do, Dad. But you were 10 years younger then. You've got to realise you're too old for all this. You're going to end up getting hurt.
Too old? Eh? Too old? You're beginning to sound like your mother.
Right, time to work. Come on, concentrate. Give me your left. Give me your right. Go on. Go on, harder. Go on.
All that matters is what you think.
Chris has always claimed he wanted his own life. I bet him and Frank are out celebrating as we speak. The prodigal son returns. The Tates are reunited again. 3 cheers for happy families.
You know you love him, really.
Yeah, but does he love me? I mean, where is he? He should be here, telling me that he misses me, telling me that he wants me back, telling me something. He doesn't care, Sarah. He just doesn't care.
Why didn't you talk it through with him?
What, go round and beg for his forgiveness? No way.
No, I mean, just talk it through properly.
Sarah, I've talked to him until I'm blue in the face. He just won't listen to me.
Go round there tomorrow to pick up some clothes for you and Joseph, and I bet you'll find him pining away for you.
Yeah?
You've got nothing to lose.
We could do it again, you know. I really like pretending it was our house.
Don't let Seth hear you say that. You'll have him worried.
Who's that?
Dave. Watch out!
Dave, what's up?
I'm finished. Frank's thrown me out.
What?
She's just denied me. She's just using me.
What happened?
God, I've been such a fool, Biff. You were right. I should have listened to you, mate.
Little so tell what's going on, please.
Frank found us.
Oh, no.
Sacked me and threw me out.
What did you expect him to do? Give you a prize?
I asked her to leave with me. She won't. She wants him. She never wanted me.
Who?
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I can't think straight.
Dave. Have you and Kim... Dave?
I've got to go.
How could you?
Oh, hang on a minute, Dave. Where are you going?
I don't know. Anywhere. I've got to go.
Dave Glover! You come back here! You knew, did you? And you never said a word!
So I went in and caught them.
Oh, Dad.
I think I better be getting off to bed. Night, Frank.
See you later. Night, Em.
I'm sorry, I've driven her off.
Don't worry about it. How are you?
Not good. It was a hell of a shock to actually see them in bed together. I didn't think it would be. Maybe I hoped it wasn't true. Hoped it wasn't happening.
You knew it was.
Not really. Deep down, you never accept that you've been rejected by someone you love. It makes everything worthless. Everything you've ever built your life on is false. It's all a lie.
Kim did love you once.
No. I don't think Kim ever loved me. Just what I could provide her with. They say there's no fool like an old fool. And they're right.
You're not an old fool. You're a wonderful man, and I love you very much.
Thanks, Sarah.
Look, stay here tonight. Everything will seem clearer in the morning. If you go back now, you'll just upset yourself.
Right. Okay. Emma won't mind.
Don't be daft.
Without you, Zoe, I'd have nothing.
Just a coffee, Kathy, honest. No strings.
All right, but that's all it is, Mike. Coffee.
Get Scouts on her. Look, you've nothing to worry about. I'm probably the only real gentleman you know.
Kathy. I've got to talk to you.
What's wrong?
Frank's found out about me and Kim.
I see.
It's a mess.
I expect it is. Why are you telling me?
Because you're the only person I can come to.
What about Kim?
She don't want to know.
She doesn't want you, so
Kathy.
you came here.
Look, should I go?
No, stay here, Mike. Dave's leaving.
Kathy, please.
I'm sorry, Dave. You chose Kim. Now you've got to live with the consequences. Don't worry, you'll get over it in time. People do. Come on, Mike. Have you been here all night?
Yeah.
You best come in before the whole village sees you.
You knew all about this, didn't you?
Not exactly, love.
And what's that supposed to mean?
We hoped it'd just sort itself out.
What you all on about?
Oh, didn't you know, Roy? Yeah, well, neither did I. Our Dave is knocking off Kim Tate.
Oh, the dirty dog.
Shut it before you start.
I've said no.
You've said enough.
How come I've always got to shut up?
Shut up.
Yeah, well, I'm not shutting up. I think it's disgusting, a married woman. Why didn't you tell me?
And what about us? We stand to lose everything.
Oh, I see. It was all right until it affected you. Our Dave can do what he like as long as it's no trouble to you. You hypocrites.
Oh, come on, Linda. Be realistic, will you?
It's his baby, isn't it?
We don't know that, love.
Don't you? Well, I do. Well, you should be pleased. At least you're getting a grandchild out of one of your kids.
I must be off.
Yeah, go on.
Too late to start that tunnel now.
I could cheerfully kill her, David.
He's still our son, whatever he's done. We don't even know where he is.
Look, Dave, we better get things straight. If you think there's any going back for us, you're wrong.
I know that. I just feel like hiding. I've let so many people down.
Well, you're not hiding here.
I just want to talk to you, Kathy.
Pity we ever did anything else.
I'm sorry.
You know, this has all ended in tears for everybody. Hello? Oh, hello, Kim. How are you? Dave? He says he's not here, Kim. Bye.
Suppose I deserve that.
If you need me, just call.
I will. See you soon. Thanks for putting me up. See you, Emma.
Bye, Frank. He'll get through it. It'll just take time.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Betty.
I've just bumped into Frank. Is everything all right?
Oh, fine, Betty. Fine.
Oh, good.
So what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Can't face my mum and dad.
Got to face them sometime.
Whole village will know.
That's right. What did you expect?
I'm sorry, Kathy.
No. You're just sorry you got caught.
If I could go back and change everything, I would.
I've got to go down to work. Sit here as long as you want before you go.
Give it me now.
I'll give it to you at the end of the week.
Oh, you promised me.
Hey, what's going on?
You like pay me.
Pay you? Have you done his paper round? I thought I told you I don't want Kelly doing it.
It was just business. I subcontracted.
I'll subcontract you. Get off to school, the pair of you.
I don't want to go.
Tough, you've got to.
Oh, Dad, it's boring.
What is?
School.
Oh, don't start that. All that's boring is your attitude. If you started to think a bit more positively, you might actually find you enjoy it.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to go.
Oh, believe me, Scott, I would love to be at school, better than standing here all day. But unfortunately, you're the lucky one that gets to go, so go, the pair of you, before I get really irritated.
It's not fair.
Come on. Well, at least he's taking an interest in the business.
Oh, yeah, great. Listen, just occasionally, it'd be nice to get a bit of support from you. Ever since you took up this come dancing lark, I might as well be a single parent.
Oh, we need some talent. Oh, look at him. He's an animal. What I couldn't do to him. Hi, Dave.
I'll be off then.
Fine.
I'll see you.
Yeah, see you.
Bye, Dave. Everything all right, love?
Yes, fine, Betty. Everything's fine.
Come on, Dad. Faster. Slow down. Dying. If I go any slower, I'm going to fall off my bike. I'll fall off, then I don't care. Remember what Mandy said. You've got to feel the pain. Oh, stuff, Mandy. That's the wrong attitude, you know. Stuff you and all. Maybe our Tina were right. Maybe you are too old. So you's too old. Come here, I'll kill you. Get me on some you. Great! Shut that bike!
Mr. Pollard!
You maniac!
You all right, Mr. Pollard? Yeah. No thanks to this imbecile.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk. No, there ain't. I did myself some damage.
Well, whatever it is not enough. You shouldn't be allowed out on one of these things. Sam.
That really hurt, Dad. Huh? Does your head hurt? No. It does now.
What do you want?
I've come to get some things for Joseph.
Joseph? Let me see, that'll be Joseph, my son, will it? And just where is my son?
Sarah's looking after him.
Ah, you've dumped him with Sarah. Who else do you dump him with? I suppose anybody who happens to be Parsi. What about the Dingles? When do they have him?
Chris, that's not fair. You know he's perfectly fine with Sarah.
Of course. Just as long as you're not bothered, that's the main thing.
I haven't come here to argue.
Oh, good, because I wouldn't want to upset my loving wife.
Chris, please, don't make this any harder.
Harder? I'm not even allowed to see my own son, and all you can do is worry about yourself. How dare you?
I've come to get some things for Joseph. If you can't talk sensibly, just leave me alone.
Oh, I'll leave you alone. Don't worry. Just get your clothes, get everything, and get out and stay out.
2 pints of lager.
Zach, we do try to maintain certain dress standards in this establishment.
Oh, that's all right. You look OK to me.
I was referring to you two.
What's wrong with us? We're in training, Mr. Turner.
What would some lady think who just walked in from the street?
What would she think? She'd think your lager was a bit pricey and she'd be right. Here. Come on, Butch.
Done it this time, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Bit late for that. You don't do things by halves, do you? I expected better of you.
Can we talk about it later, Mum?
Oh, don't you enjoy washing your dirty linen in public?
Mum, I'm in a mess. I ain't got anywhere to stay. Can I come home for a bit?
For a bit? Well, it probably will be for a bit, won't it? But we're lucky to have a roof over our heads at all after all your goings-on. Then you're all upset. Your dad and me are worried sick. I suppose that's the least of your problems. Well, you can come home, Dave, but don't expect any red carpet. What are you doing?
Mr. Tate's told us to change all the locks.
And Mrs. Tate's telling you to stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm ordering you to stop.
And I'm ordering you to carry on.
I said stop.
Ah, sorry, Mrs. Tate. Just doing my job.
Get on with it, Biff. Ignore it. Don't worry, Kim. You'll get out. You just won't be able to get back in again.
Give it. Get off!
Stop this!
Get off me! I live here. This is my house. Now leave me alone.
Kim!
I've got a pain. It's the baby, Frank.
Sit down. Jim. Get a doctor. Get a doctor! That was Dr. Hagen on the phone. He's coming back to see you this morning.
At least he cares.
His interest is professional.
I thought I was having a miscarriage.
Well, you weren't.
What brought this on was the shock of finding my own home bolted and barred.
Don't lecture me about the effect of shock on a person's body.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, confirmation of the date of the next round.
Oh, is your Roy coming yet? No, he's helping my dad.
Ah, he's jilted you. You're going to have to walk to the bus stop all on your own, all that way.
Come on, get out of it. You're going to be late.
Bye, loves.
See ya.
I want to take the card out the window.
Why, have you got enough customers?
No, we're not doing it anymore. The partnership's over.
Are any of your family lucky in love?
That is our business.
Well, you might have waited till she'd paid for it.
I better miss my bus.
No, you won't. Stop mithering.
Oh, it's all right for you. I'm going to have to stand at a freezing cold bus stop all morning.
I have to work in a freezing cold field.
I could have waited 10 minutes in a nice warm shop this morning.
Well, I couldn't.
There's a difference. You're getting paid for it, don't forget.
Am I? Well, it's news to me.
Off you go. Here. And they didn't get a hot drink brought out to me either.
You had yours inside. Just go.
Should be worth a new pair of trainers, this.
Rent's due today.
Don't remind me. I don't know how I'm going to face Frank Tate.
Well, you're going to have to talk to him, Ed, see what he's going to do.
Well, he can't chuck us out. We've got a tenancy agreement.
Would you want a tenancy agreement with the parents of the lad who stole your wife?
No.
Aye.
Two come to give us a hand, then?
Oh, yes, in an advisory capacity.
Oh, aye. It's because it's man's work, this.
Oh, Kathy's doing all right for herself there.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike's easier to cope with than Chris.
Has he phoned?
No, and he won't. He had a terrible row last night. He told me to get out.
Why? What happened?
Well, he said he wouldn't let me see Joseph, so he didn't want me back.
Take no notice of him.
He meant it.
No, he didn't. He'll calm down. He'll be around to apologise soon.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, he will. You wait and see.
How did I get into this mess, Mum? Feel like biggest fool in the world.
Kim Tate's a married woman. She's older than you and a lot more experienced.
Could have stopped it. Didn't start. I was so happy with Kathy. What was I playing at?
Surely someone who hasn't made a mistake.
God knows what I've done to Frank.
Dave, you can make a new start. You're young. You don't have to stay around here. You've got no ties.
I have.
Chris Tate told us something. We didn't believe him.
Did he say?
It were a lie.
About Kim's baby. He said it was mine. It is. So I can't leave. Even if I want to.
Thanks very much, Doctor. He told you to stay in bed.
I can't rest. You haven't heard my side of the story. You don't know how it happened.
Yes, I do.
We only did it once. He's young and strong, attractive.
What does that make me?
He's nothing compared with you. He doesn't rate.
I could see that the other night.
Please, Frank, allow me this one mistake. All the years we've been together count for far more than a one-night stand. There's the baby to look forward to.
That's the only thing I care about. And it's the only reason you're still here.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to go against medical advice. But Hagen will be back. And the minute he tells me you're out of danger, I want you to pack your bags and get out of my house. I'd have walked through fire for you.
You found yourself a new window cleaner yet?
No, should I?
I think so. Biff and Linda have had a falling out.
Oh dear. Did the world of chamois leather and hot water prove too much for them?
No, I think they just decided they didn't want to finish up like me and Seth.
Oh, why not? You're a regular pair of lovebirds.
One of us looks more like an old crow.
Which one?
Do you think she received it, Mr. Pollard?
Did you use a first-class stamp?
No, I left it on mantelpiece.
Ah, an innovative idea, Sam, but the Royal Mail's far more experienced in delivering valentines than you are, so perhaps next time leave it to the professionals, eh?
She's bound to have seen it. She goes to the mantelpiece first thing in the morning for a chewing gum.
Another vignette of dingle domestic life, eh? Would it have found its way to your Tina by mistake, eh?
Oh, Tina knows I don't fancy her.
You better learn to bite the bullet.
The what?
It's a sad fact that there's a shortage of decent women in rural areas. A lot of dalesmen face a life completely celibate.
You, for one, Eric.
But I don't know what celibate means, Mr. Pollard.
You do, Sam. You do.
Oh. 81. Oh, it's dead boring, is this? It's going to be it all day.
Mandy. You know that Valentine's card that you sent me?
I wouldn't waste my money on a Valentine for you.
They were really nice.
They were from your Sam.
No, it was from you.
There were nought written on it, were there?
No.
Well, who else you know sends a card with nought written on it?
So you read it then?
There were nought to read. Just a page of kisses.
I thought that was your signature, like.
M-A-N-D-Y. Mandy's my signature.
Oh. Well, if you want to send me one next year, I don't mind.
Oh, I'd have chewed you up and spat you out me then. Hey, get out my way. David Glover was there a minute ago, and he can't keep his eyes off me.
Hey, I must have done 100 laps by now.
43.
You what?
Here you are, Dad. Drink this. It's an elixir. Make a man of you.
I'll have it.
You'll need more than one mug.
Greedy Wazzock. I'll have to make another one now.
Ah, I feel great.
18. He thinks I fancy him.
Hey, I can't control myself.
I can see
Come on,
that.
I'll do a couple of laps with you. Come on.
David Glover's been mooning around that place all morning.
Mooning, eh? Don't tell our Butch. He'll be at it next.
Hardly seen Zoe since lambing started. She's out all hours.
Well, that's the nature of a job.
Yeah, I could put up with that, but we've got Frank with us half the time looking for a shoulder to cry on.
Zoe is the only one that he can turn to.
Well, she's the only one I can turn to. I want to share her with him.
Well, at least Zoe isn't avoiding you like Chris is avoiding me.
Marriage. What an institution.
Jack wants me to go up and see Frank Tate.
What do you say?
I don't know, Jack. What will he say to me?
He won't take it out on you.
If it hadn't been for his state of health, he could have killed our Dave.
Look, he's a reasonable man. He's nothing against you.
Do you reckon?
Has Frank said anything?
Don't know, I haven't seen him yet. Shut it.
What? Go and get your lunch, Nick. I want to talk to Biff.
Fine.
I'm not going to go into the whys or wherefores, but I'm offering you some of Dave Glover's responsibilities. You'll be paid accordingly. You interested?
Well, I'm not sure.
I need an answer.
I don't know what to say.
It's not farm manager, but it is a decent increase in salary. There's one condition.
What's that?
You have nothing else to do with Dave Glover. If you see him on my land, you throw him off. If you don't do the job, someone else will. I'm giving you first refusal. Do you want it?
Yeah, Mr. Tate, I do.
Good. You start right away. Here's your first job. Call it a test of loyalty. You know who it's for.
If you come with a formal notice, you can tell Frank you needn't have bothered.
It's not that. He wants the Land Rover back. So I've come for the keys. This is for you and Ned.
Running his errands now, are you?
I'm just taking over some of your duties.
Didn't waste much time.
I need the keys, Dave.
Oh, let him have them. Get rid of the thing.
You been given permission to mention Kim, or is she just another home farm possession Frank's locking away?
So you haven't heard?
Heard what?
She collapsed last night. Suspected miscarriage.
Oh, no.
Well, why didn't you say? Is she all right?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
Is she hospital?
No, the doctor's taking care of her at home.
Dave! Dave!
What time do you finish?
About 5:30, it depends.
Well, I don't want to do anything strenuous.
Sugden's wearing you out.
Yeah, do you know, it'd be less hazardous back here. Why don't I meet you in the wool packet about 6?
Yeah, fine. 6 o'clock it is.
Great. Oh, and a dry sherry for you tonight, Betty, if you can escape from Seth for 5 minutes.
Even if you have to gnaw me way out.
See you later.
Oh, he's a nice chap, him. You've done well for yourself there. Oh, I know there's nothing in it and you're just good friends, but you've not been very lucky with your fellas, have you? Dave Glover was a great disappointment. I expected more of him.
Betty.
And that Chris Tate, well, he never was a barrel of laughs.
Betty, we need some more side plates and a new box of serviettes when you've got a minute. Thank you.
Right.
Oh, you've come to talk to me at last.
Betty's taking orders today.
I suppose everybody's talking.
Put it this way, Betty doesn't seem to know anything.
You amaze me.
Chris, I'd like to say how sorry I am.
You'll have every sympathy for her, won't you? I mean, you couldn't put up with me either.
I wasn't talking about Rachel. You get back together in no time. Of course you will.
Don't suppose you care.
It would be nice if you could spare a thought for someone else. I'm surprised you're not round there now.
Round where?
Has no one told you?
Obviously not.
Hands up.
Seth.
I'm under strict instructions to keep you off Tate land. It's not loaded.
Oh, you had me scared.
I don't know what's going on around here today. I'll have to get Betty to tell me when I get home.
You're not going to throw me out, are you?
Well, there's no TOs at office. Frank's ditched the lot.
I don't want to go to office. I've got to see Kim.
She's not right well.
Look, I have to see her. I've been waiting for Frank to leave.
Will you be long seeing her?
Look, I'll be as fast as I can.
Only Frank's not gone far. Is there something I should know?
You'll find out soon enough.
This is what they call intrigue, and I can't cope with it. If boss comes back, I'll whistle, right?
Sam? Can't you find something better to do?
I'm ducking and weaving, Mr. Pollard.
He is light on his feet, Eric. Got to give him that.
Yeah. Light-footed, light-fingered. Runs in the family.
My dad ducks and weaves all the time now.
Yes, Sam. He's a man of rare talents.
He'll be champion again soon, just you wait.
Champion of what?
Nothing for you to lose sleep over, Viv. Zack may be a ducker and a weaver par excellence, but the military two-step is still very much beyond him.
Well, that's why I've come to see you, Eric. Terry and I will be here tomorrow evening for a practice session. If any of this stuff restricts our movement, you might find stiletto marks in your mother-of-pearl inlay. Don't say you weren't warned.
Graduate of the Betty Eggleton School for Conversational Arts, don't you think?
You what?
Nothing.
You're still talking to me, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. I've got to talk to someone.
Your house is like a morgue.
Have you been there?
Yeah, Frank sent me over.
To beat up our Dave?
You know, to pick up the Land Rover.
Oh, everyone's totally miserable. Apart from our Roy. He's just bad-tempered. I wish I could get out of there.
Yeah, well, you might. And sooner than you think. Because I've had a windfall.
3 numbers on the lottery's only 10 quid.
No, it's a bit more than that.
Well, go on then, tell me.
All right, well, just hear me out before you start screaming your head off. I've been promoted. But I've got to do some of Dave's duties.
David, are you mad? What are you doing here?
I've just heard. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is the baby safe?
Of course it is.
You could have lost it. Should have told me what had happened.
You mean I should have asked Frank to phone you?
You've got a mobile. It's my baby. I've got rights.
You walked out on me. Was that one of your rights?
What did you expect me to do? You told Frank I was a one-night stand.
I had to say that. I wanted to calm him down.
Why? Were you scared he was going to have another heart attack?
I was scared he might kill you. I've seen him lose his temper. You haven't.
I can look after myself. Frank's an old man.
Don't underestimate him. When he's angry, he's vicious. I know what he's capable of.
I don't need you to protect me.
Don't you? I was hoping you did. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to you.
Kim.
It was safer with you out of the way. It's all I could think of. I thought you'd understand. I don't want him to hurt you.
Dave? Have you seen Dave's Land Rover on the lane? Frank's not going to be pleased with you, is he?
I'll survive.
Have you seen him?
Haven't seen no, me.
No, I'll bet.
Some right funny things been going off around here the last day or two. Folk acting very strange.
Oh, they've been at it for months, Seth.
Oh.
Dave and Kim.
What have they been at?
I don't have to spell it out.
Yeah?
They spent a lot of time in the stables. Now Frank knows, so we're all jumping through hoops.
Kim's always at stables. I've been in there with her many a time.
Yeah, but you haven't got the sack, have you?
No. What do you mean? Kim and Dave have been... I thought you were only fiddling books.
Well, you got half of it right.
I don't believe it.
You might as well, Seth. Everybody else in village does.
Heck, he's gone to see her.
What, Dave has?
Ah.
Well, she's in bed, isn't she?
Ah, she is.
Oh, no, that's all I need.
If Frank finds you here...
I don't care. There's nothing he can do. I'll take you away now.
No. That's the last thing I want.
Why? We should be together.
And we will be. I'm in love with you. Frank means nothing to me. But I've got to think of the baby. I've got to give it the best start I can.
I'll provide for our baby.
I'm not leaving my house, my money, my possessions, for Frank to dispose of as he wishes. He could burn the lot.
Let him.
No. It'll be a rough ride, David. Are you sure you're going to hold on?
You won't get rid of me.
Good. Because I'll need you more than ever. I'm going to stay where I am. Right here in this house. And until I get every penny I'm entitled to, I'm not going anywhere.
So you've known all along, then?
I couldn't say anything until I had proof.
Well, how'd you keep it to yourself? I'd have killed them.
Yes, I felt like it. But I hit the bottle instead and wound up in hospital. That made me decide to take things steady.
Well, at least you're rid of them now.
I'm rid of him. She's upstairs.
What?
She threatened to miscarry last night. She could have lost the baby.
She could have faked that.
I can't throw her out. She's pregnant.
Not by you.
She tells me it's mine.
Well, she'll tell Glover that it's his.
She's staying here till she recovers. I don't want a dead child on my conscience. And then she's out.
Dad, you can't let her stay here.
What would you do?
Well, I'd put a blanket over her shoulders and tell Glover to call a taxi.
It's not as easy as that, Chris. If it was only my wife, I'd throw her out in the rain, fog or snow, no worry. A fancy man's welcome to her. But while there's a chance that that baby's mine, and it could be mine, and I want it to be mine, then I won't risk doing it any harm.
I'm barred from my own home because of you.
How'd you work that out?
Viv's got us up a load of come dancing videos. If I see any more pink satin, I'm going to turn it to Barbara Cartland.
Oh, you could do worse. She's an admirable woman. And so's Viv. Well, she could turn in a sixpence.
I've got the rumba, samba, quick step coming out the living room and what my kids call music coming out the bedrooms.
That's family life.
Yeah.
Is Dave back on the scene?
No, he isn't.
Well, no, it's just that you were pretty close at one time.
Not anymore.
Well, look, if you're seeing him again, I won't get in the way. I'll leave.
Dave's nothing but an old flame. I don't want any close commitments, particularly from him.
Well, why is he still around?
He isn't. He's stupid and confused. He needed a friendly face. I don't know where he is now, and quite frankly, I don't care. Don't you also want a drink?
Oh, yeah. A glass of whatever Betty wants, Alan, and make it a large one.
Oh, you're a gentleman.
What about me?
Yeah, you're a gentleman and all.
Well, a pint on the house, sir. We can't have the ladies drinking on their own.
Right decent of you, Mr. Turner. Now, let me tell you what happened at work today.
Oh, nothing spicy ever happens up there. You're always talking about trout.
This isn't trout.
Well, it must be rabbits, then.
It isn't.
Whatever it is, I don't want to know. All your stories are the same.
This is completely different. You've never heard out like it.
Will you shush? I'm trying to listen to Biff and Linda.
I couldn't refuse the job. I've got to look to the future, and if I'd have said no, Frank would have never offered me anything else.
Look, it's not you who needs a lesson in loyalty. It's our Dave.
So you're not angry with me?
Not with you. Dave didn't stop to think. He didn't consider the effect it'd have on his family. You know, Mum's really worried we're going to get thrown off the farm.
Look, you won't.
Would he care if we did?
We should have listened to each other on our choice of women.
You never liked Kim, and I never warmed to Rachel.
Oh, she could be awkward, but I'd have her back. I know what it's like to be torn between your parents. I want better for Joseph.
Why won't she come back?
Because I've no real job, no real prospects. Why should she?
There's a vacancy at Home Farm, and you're the man to fill it. I'd like to have family round me right now.
You offered me the farm manager's job.
Yes.
Will you take it?
Well, can I? I owe Tate Holdings thousands. Kim called in the debt, remember?
I'll sort that out. That's just a stroke of the pen. Stick with me, Chris. I need you. Let the women see to themselves. We'll do well together.
I didn't get to see Frank.
I know.
I didn't have time, love.
I should have thought a man who was 3 months behind with the rent would have had to make time. Biff brought this. We owe £1,000. What have you done with it?
I don't know. There's always so much else to buy, isn't there?
Well, we got to pay the rent, Ned. That's what keeps us on the land.
We'll be all right once we start selling the produce.
We've got to pay the rent.
I'll pay the rent.
Well, what with? Have you got £1,000? I haven't. Have you, Roy?
Look, what's going on?
I don't know. Ask your father. Ask your brother.
I'm not crawling to Frank Tate just because our day's been...
You've got to crawl to him because you owe him money.
He won't listen, would you? I'm going to be the grandfather of his wife's child.
You what?
Oh, is that news to you, Roy? Didn't you know that bit?
So Kim Tate's having a baby with our Dave?
Your brother got her pregnant and your father owes her money.
I owe Frank.
Watch them both, Roy. Watch and learn. Learn how to bring your family down. I can't believe we've come to this. I can't believe it.